Alright, we back. And we get ready to do this tape, right? Field trip to Jupiter. Got a couple new students coming to the class. We hope you got your field trip slip signed and the waiver, right? Because we're going to be giving you a pill. And we instructed you for 5 days. If you eat meat, to cease eating meat for 4 days and only eat vegetables and fruit. And on the 5th day, don't eat nothing at all, because you're going to be taking this pill that if you eat before you take this pill, you're going to vomit everything up. And you're going to vomit all over my ship. And we're going to make you clean that shit up. You see what I'm saying? We're going to make you clean it up. So the pill is necessary because we're going to be speeding your vibration up and we don't want to disorient you. So the pill is sort of like when you take a motion sickness pill to go on to cruise ship to help you from getting motion sickness. So this is similar to what the pill is. Giving you a transfer of 0 point, we give you this pill because we're transferring you over to a higher dimension in order to go into Jupiter, okay? So it takes 32 minutes for my ship to make it to Jupiter, and actually I can make it in 4 minutes. The pill takes 5 minutes to kick in. For the first 5 minutes you'll feel woozy, and then after that 5 minutes you'll feel alright, and then you'll feel better, then you won't even know that you took the pill after about 10 minutes. So it takes 32 minutes, but I can crank my ship up to go 9 times faster than the speed of light and make it over there in about 4 minutes. But we're gonna go on take the 32-minute route, right? Because Jupiter has a no-fly zone, because there's a lot going on Jupiter that you know nothing about, NASA, that you know nothing about. You majestic 12 suckers, y'all don't know what's going on, so don't go jacking around over here, because it's a whole nother level, see? Now I had to pull some strings to get us up in this joint, to get us this passport to be able to fly into Jupiter and show you a ride. So don't do nothing to get us, took out. Cause these people right here are not that friendly on Jupiter, because we don't want to approach Jupiter fast, because you will be shot down. These beings on Jupiter don't play no game. You hear that? The good old scientists down at NASA, Jupiter do not play games. You sent one of your satellites over there to try to check them out. Thought that you knew what you was doing, and they shot it down. Then you sent another one over there with plutonium, right? Because you were mad to try to see if you can make war with these beings. But you are not ready. They're on a whole nother level. So you don't want to play with these people. See what I'm saying? On Jupiter, okay? So about to get into it, right? Jupiter is guarded by 39 warships, which they call moons. They think they moons. Them a warship, because you don't know what Jupiter is all about. I'm about to get into that, right? Because Jupiter plays a major role as far as the currency. Put it like this, Jupiter is a rich planet, and we're about to get into that. They very rich, and about to get into that. Jupiter is the main fuel station or gas station for all the motherships on this side of the galaxy, right? They specialize in over 6,000 different types of fuels. So you can understand or overstand why they're on high alert, because one false move could cause the whole planet to explode, right? Causing the whole solar system to explode. So Jupiter is a big fuel station. And we're about to get into some of the dimensions and diameters of Jupiter, so you'll have a better understanding on what's going on. Jupiter is the 5th planet in our solar system, the 5th planet away from the sun, right? Jupiter is 483 million miles from the sun. It is located in between Mars and Saturn, and there's a big gap from Mars to Jupiter due to there was a planet that was in that particular space called Meldick, right? And the distance from Jupiter to Earth, right? The shortest distance at its shortest point is 365 million miles, and at its longest point is 601 million miles. So we'll be jumping when it's at its shortest distance, which is 365 million miles, right? Which will take my ship 32 minutes. But like I say, I can speed it up to 9 times the speed of light, and it'll take about around a little bit under 4 minutes. We will be speeding your vibration up from 3 to 5 so you can experience the full effect of Jupiter. Jupiter is 86,881 miles in diameter and 272,946 miles in circumference. This is a little more than 11 times the diameter of Earth, right? Jupiter is so big that all the other planets in the solar system fit inside of Jupiter, right? Jupiter takes 9.8 Earth hours to spin around on its axis. This is called one day, a Java day, by the elders. who was left in control of this fuel station, right? Hey, this means that Jupiter is traveling around at 27,851 miles an hour, right? It takes Jupiter 11.86 Earth years to make one orbit around the sun, right? This means that Jupiter has 10,592 days for 1 year, right? Jupiter has no seasons because seasons are caused by the tilt of an axis. Jupiter's axis is only tilted to 3 degrees. So this causes them not to have no season, right? Jupiter's atmosphere is real thick, right? Being about 75% hydrogen, right? 15% carbon dioxide due to the volcanoes, right? And 10% helium, right? Which the natives are converting and using the different types of alchemy to convert these different things into fuel. But some ships use helium as fuel, some ships use carbon dioxide as fuel, and also some ships use hydrogen as fuel. NASA seems to think that this planet Jupiter is just a big gas ball. It has no solid, it has no water, nothing on it, because they can't get over close enough to see it. And their technology don't look past the third dimension. They only can see the solid, the liquid, and the gas. Their technology can't look at the fifth realm, right? Jupiter is vibrating between 3 and 5th density, right? The black government and NASA technology cannot see this. They only can see up to the gas, like we told you. Once you're vibrating at the right speed at 5th density, right? 5th density becomes just as physical as 3rd density, right? So once you're vibrating at the same speed as they are, it becomes just as physical to you as the 3rd density is physical to you. Jupiter has 39 moons. These moons are hollowed out as warships, and also these ships are used as fuel stations, meaning the fuel is loaded up on these ships, and when the motherships come, these ships just pull up and refuel them, right? They use these ships like that, you just pull up next to one of these moons and you can refuel off of that. So they have these big old deposits, kind of like gas stations pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like you pull up at a gas, like Shell has its main company where it makes the fuel, then it delivers it to its different gas stations. Well, these 39 moons is like the gas stations where these motherships or these different ships can pull up and fuel up. But you got ships that fuel off of hydrogen. So they'll have a moon you can pull up to that has hydrogen and they refuel your ship, right? So this is what's going on Jupiter, right? We're about to get into it. Like we say, NASA believes this planet to be uninhabitable, but the surface is definitely habitable because of the 5th dimension of the world. It's inhabited by a certain avatar humanoid-like life. It has gravity slightly lower than Mars, right? To the inhabitants, there's no day or night, right? Because of the volcanoes that dot the world act as a torch, lighting the atmosphere, making the day perpetual, meaning it's continuous, right? In the daylight, it's more brighter, but at night, it's more of a reddish color. You know what I'm saying? Many animals on the planet are cattle-like, but most of them have been, most of the ones that's left have been captured and put into zoos, right? In huge parks, wildlife type advanced parks that these people created on Jupiter. Jupiter is a type 1 civilization. A type 1 civilization can manage the entire energy and mineral resources of a planet. A type 2 civilization is capable of harnessing the energy and minerals resources of a star and its interplanetary system. A type 3 civilization is able to harness the energy and mineral resources of the entire galaxy, right? There is also a type 0 which still lives off fossil fuels, which is the stage that Earth is in right now and trying to come out of. Natural gas, volcanic power, storm power supplies the energy of the planet and these mega cities that they have, right? Because they have a lot of natural gas in the ground, a lot of oil, oceans full of oil, right? And they have constant storms. Matter of fact, they got a hurricane that's the size of Earth, right? As far as the height and width of it's the size of Earth, right? And it goes on constantly right below the equator. Every 9 hours, it makes a complete go around Jupiter. So the natives have developed technology to harness this energy, right? And transfer it to their cities and their factories in manufacturing these different parts, because Jupiter has a whole bunch of gas plants and factories all over it. The factories produce different parts for these different crafts around the galaxy, different parts. So it's like kind of like a advanced auto parts or auto zone, right? Jupiter's like an auto zone for the galaxy for parts, right? People order parts from Jupiter, and those parts are delivered to, to rebuild or to build, to model, right? Or to upgrade or to repair ships, right? They also have huge docking bays for these motherships to go into so they can be repaired. They have power plants burning gas and methane sitting at the edge of the wastelands, right? Because they have huge wastelands, which they have to draw the methane off of that and use that to fuel certain ships, right? So Jupiter is a very impressive planet as far as the fueling thing goes. It has multicolored clouds and huge continents, huge cities, huge deep oceans, and huge seas that's unimaginable size, right? Jupiter's heavy atmosphere takes high-tech equipment to enter. Jupiter has oceans so big, it makes the Pacific Ocean look like a pond. The Black Ocean is so deep and big that the Earth could fit inside it. It is so dark, the water waves, it look like it's all, it look oily looking, real sludgy looking, right? There are thousands of huge mega cities all over Jupiter. One of the major cities on Jupiter is called Zoya. This mega city is bigger than Texas and California put together. It has neighborhoods the size of New York City. These cities on Jupiter are fifth dimensional cities, far ahead of your world, about 500 years in technology. These cities are advanced, built around volcanoes. The lava flows through the cities like a river, right? And the energy from the lava is collected to power the cities. So they utilize all these different types of energy, different types of things on a planet, and convert them into energy. They have 2-mile-high buildings, skyscrapers. Some of the buildings resemble superstructures of warships, only 100 times bigger. Some of the buildings are transparent like a clear tube, meaning they are see-through buildings. Some of the buildings, some of the different plants and different factories are invisible, right? Because I guess due to the high security of the different technology of different people or different patents they got from other different galaxies that people don't want to know. It's like a top secret thing, kind of like Area 51 type thing, right? Some of their skyscrapers are built from the volcano ash and is mixed with other elements on Jupiter. When these elements are mixed, the substance is harder than diamond and can withstand extremely high heat and high temperature. In the center of all the buildings have thick cables, conducted matter, which runs down to the ground level. These cables run all over the planet, right? And all under the huge cities. These cables are used for the high-tech teleportation system that they have on the planet. All of the cities on the planet are lit up like Las Vegas, right? With beautiful lights. They have beautiful resorts all over the planet, right? With hot springs, right? Like Hot Springs, Arkansas, right? So they have these hot springs and these resorts built around these hot springs all over the planet, right? These cities are advanced. People travel around the planet by way of a teleportation system. They have terminals installed on every floor of the buildings and in different parts of the city, right? Like bus stations, right? Inside of the station, the passenger steps onto a converter platform. A bright light flashes like a camera happens. Then their biological structure or body is disassembled and fed into the transport system, right? Then they teleport to their destination. People would dial a destination like making a long distance or local call. A square touch plate with color codes, textural buttons serve as an input terminal. Also, all buildings have these teleportation elevators, which I told you about. Enter a 10-digit number or whatever, like you enter calling somebody, they'll be able to teleport to that location. On Jupiter, only people and certain high-value goods are transported by this matter, or teleported by this matter of transmission, right? This is a very expensive technology developed on Jupiter, right? Like I say, Jupiter is like the mecca for technology in the solar system and for different products being designed and sold around the galaxy. So it's like a big ass factory where they come up with different parts for ships, come up with new engines, test new engines, new style of engines. They have different fuels all the way up to black matter, all the way down to regular natural gas, right? To fuel different ships around the galaxy, right? Regular goods and boat are shipped in large air brigades, flat long ships, right, that fly. They got some of them that go on the water and some of them that fly, right? They are unmanned drone ships that fly through the air and can go on the water. Just about every piece of landmass is covered with city on Venus. The cities even go out on the ocean. They build them out to where they reach out about 10 to 15 miles into the ocean. They also built these oil rig type cities all around the ocean, right? Jupiter is also covered with beautiful jungles, having a general universal climate because of the volcanoes. Jupiter, due to high population density, because it's over 500 billion people on Jupiter, right? Most of the people there are there as workers, and other people are there as overseers, right? To manufacture all these different parts and different things, right? The population density of Jupiter is mind-boggling, right? More people inhabit the city of Zarya than the whole Earth. So it's like 7 billion people on the whole Earth. It's more people in Zarya than it is on the whole Earth, right? The residents live on advanced food created by matter converters drawn on the oil and natural gas reserved deep underground. Agriculture as we know it is obsolete on Jupiter. It's outdated. Their technology is more advanced and they have vibrated past the third density, right? So they have ranches and livestock. But they more have them like in the zoo type thing, like in a zoo, like a museum type zoo, weirdness type thing. It's hard to explain, right? Jupiter is the main planet for space flight into and out of your solar system because it's a fuel station, like we told you, right? To make sure your ship is able to make the trip. And they repair ships on Jupiter, so they have mechanics out there working. They can repair different types of ships, right? Jupiter plays a major role in the system technology and trade center, right? Saturn is the second high-tech planet, being equal to Jupiter in technology and achievement. The natives are very protective about who they allow onto their planet. Remember, we told you that because it's a high level of technology being put together on their planet. So there's a lot of patents going on, a lot of things they don't want to get into the wrong hands. So Jupiter is heavily guarded. Now I know you're saying this is a short tape. It's because there's only two different types of races on Jupiter, right? There are two different spirits. There's the Mogul spirit and the human type spirit, right? The Mogul spirit is cherubim and is malevolent, right? And the humanoid spirit is agreeable and they're part of us, and they are there as the engineers and the builders and the mechanics and the different people, the scientists that are there to build the different technologies so that we can manufacture these things and send them around the galaxy, okay? So the moguls are there to be servants insofar as to protect the planet because they have a warlike spirit. So they are there to protect the planet, and two, they are there to work. They are there to do the work in the factories, right? So it's different people that are workers, and there's different people there that are the people that's engineering and coming up with the ideas and putting everything into play. These beings use avatar bodies, and there are 3 different types of bodies. A lot of y'all gonna be shook on this because it's going to another level. But we're gonna try to break it down as much as we can for you. The first avatar body type, right, is a chunky dark skin with straight hair. The second body type is chunky tan brown skin, like the same color as the Mexicans down in Mexico, right? Chunky brown skin with straight hair. The third body type is blue skin with straight hair. These bodies are used as avatars for these beings. Both spirits can avatar these shells. Being that Jupiter is a 3 to 5th density planet, to experience the full effect, right, of the planet, you need to have these special type of bodies, right, that can move in and out of the dimension. Right? They dress like the people out of Star Trek with different color uniforms. The Mogul spirits are cherubims, like we told you, right? And warlike. Like they say, the guardians are there. They use their whole brain, right? They're using their whole brain, so they're creating different systems, different things are going on Jupiter, right? It's a lot of things going on Jupiter as far as technology, because it's like the Mecca center for technology and different things. A lot of things that's here. A lot of technology that's here. Some of the technology, conveyor belts, technology, like a lot of the old technology from Jupiter is on Earth now. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's been split around the galaxy. So, we just wanted to bring that information to you. This is the Oso Ice, the young elder, signing out. We love you all. Shout out to the family. And we gonna win this war. Why? Because we can dance and they can't. Or you can say it like my teacher, Artun Ray. We gonna win this war. Why? Because I said so.